What's going on, y'all? Dear man, Rashawn checking in. You already know who it is, but that's what's up. Welcome to the next episode of On My Block. I'm your host, Dear man, Rashawn. You already know what to do. You did what I'm saying. As always, like, subscribe, share, hit those buttons. You did what I'm saying on YouTube. Follow me on social media. Dear man, Rashawn 190 on Twitch. Dear man, Rashawn 190 on TikTok. Dear man underscore Rashawn on Instagram. Dwayne Williams. Dear man, Rashawn on Facebook. Spotify, Dear man Rashawn, iTunes, you already know. You did what I'm saying. All around the world is what we do. You feel me? Know what I mean? So let's get it popping. Cats was talking about, let me get a little bit of that music knowledge, man. So I said, all right, bet. So we're gonna take away from the usual monotony of the nonsense that we usually talk about, and we're gonna get into this music. Now, for those who want to get in the game, this is for you. These next 30 minutes is going to be critical for you. Everybody else is just chilling, do what you do, clean your house, wash your car, whatever, you know what I mean? Let's get it popping, okay? So, without further ado, let me holler at y'all about how to do this music stuff, man. I've been doing this for a minute, okay? So, I've been through a lot of different progressions of how the music industry goes. See, when I first started coming out, it was please listen to my demo. You know, you went to the studio, you came up with your hottest 3 songs. That's all they wanted to hear. And you have no idea on how many people have lost deals because they gave them 5 and 10 songs. They don't want to hear that because most record labels don't give a damn about 10 songs. They only care about 3. The reason why they say 3 is because they over there at ST Digital distribution company that I use over there in Africa. You know, that's, like I said, there's a whole lot going on with this music y'all don't understand. I mean, they just show y'all the ending and the final beautiful touches. You did what I'm saying? It's a whole lot that go on with this music stuff. But anyway, like I was saying, if you are ever so fortunate where an A&R or label executive or somebody or a producer or, you know, on social media, somebody say, yo, I love your presence. I mean, I've been watching your page. Let me hear your hottest 3 songs. Don't give them your album. Don't say, go check out my Spotify page or my SoundCloud page. No. Give them your hottest 3 songs. Because most record labels, 99% of all record labels out there that's doing something, all they care about is 3 songs. Those are going to be the 3 songs that they market and promote. The rest of your album can be you farting and burping on the record. They don't give a crap. That's why I'm telling y'all this. So if Jermaine Dupri or DJ Premier or Jimmy Iovine or Pharrell or anybody, Wyclef, any Big Machine Records, anybody, holler at you, get them your hottest 3. Go to your computer, get your MP3 file, send it to them. Make sure that the music is registered so they can't steal it, and give them your hottest 3. Don't get them 5, don't get them 7, don't get them your last album. Get them 3. That is the number one thing in this game that record labels will look at and go, okay, he or she can follow instructions, or never mind, we're going to keep it moving. Because like I said, there's 1,000,010 of us out there. They can find a star somewhere out of this 1,000,010 of us. You ain't the only one that's hot out here. All right, so let's keep it a buck. So once you get that done, you get back to doing your thizzle. Get back to making your music, man. Keep back to doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day, that's how you get things popping. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you got a strong work ethic. You know what I mean, on doing this stuff. I get it. Cats work. You got a 9 to 5. You don't have a lot of time to be waking up every day and just writing, or waking up every day making beats, waking up every day recording music, unless that's your profession. You understand what I'm saying? But for the average cat that's just trying to get it, trying to be the next, the next Taylor Swift or the next Ludacris or the next Drake or whoever, you know what I mean? You got to go to work. And don't be ashamed to have a job getting out here getting it in, because I'm telling you, I talk to people every day that's in the game. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm letting you know, from East Coast to West Coast, I keep telling people, you look at my track record, you see the different people that I've worked with. You see the different things that I've done, from East to West Coast, from overseas to backyard. There's a lot of these people out here right now that have jobs and still in the industry. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now granted, it's their own job, but they still going to work. Hell, Styles P. From the Locks got his own juice company. he gotta go to work to pay bills. I'm not saying he broke. What I'm saying is he has his own company. Hell, Taj from SWV, she got her own coffee shop downtown Atlanta. You go in there, you see her every day. She's going to work. This is a woman who's been a part of a group that sold over 25 million records. Once again, that's not saying she broke. She has a job. She inquired her own job. I mean, you see Rick Ross and all these people. Rick Ross got his own set of trucks. Now, he don't drive trucks himself, but he still has to work every day to manage that money. He got people paying, working for him, just like a trucking company, but he has his own company. So don't be ashamed to work. Your favorite artist out here has jobs too. Now, some of them are just making their money off of just music money. They just staying on the road. They just doing their thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Do you? It's however you choose to get down. But do not be ashamed to get out here and get up 5 o'clock in the morning, to get on the road at 6 o'clock in the morning, to clock in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and get off at 4 o'clock that afternoon. Go, bruh. You gotta have money in this business to make money, because in order for these labels to even check for you, you gotta first have a presence out here. How you gonna do that? You're not gonna do that with just money alone. I mean, with just with just posting music by itself. That money, you gotta have money to market and promote. You gotta have money to go on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and Snap and Mastodon and all these places, LinkedIn, and you got to put money behind it. Google ads and YouTube ads. That's why when you go on Instagram and you see sponsored and stuff like that, you see these videos of people's music and stuff, they paying for that. Those are ads. Do you also know that adds up to streams, hits on the charts? You didn't know that, did you? The more they see you out there, the more clicks they do, that adds up, because it's digital. Your music is in it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you see the majority of them is lasting at least 25 to 30 seconds, because that's the magic number for you to get a stream. I want that to sink in real quick for y'all. So don't think just because you go to Spotify or wherever, all these other hundreds of download sites, that those are your only streams. No. Commercials on the radio, TV, TikTok, social media itself. Like I said, all those sponsors. So the more they see that, the more clicks you getting. Those are literally just as good as pre-saved copies of your future project that's coming out. And that goes to the Billboard charts and the iTunes charts. All that goes into one big batch. It's all digital. It's just like sync. So Just think about that when you getting ready to drop your next project, or if you have a project out now. Go do sponsored ads and get that algorithm popping with it. I tell people all the time, if you want to know where to put your money, I use certain people. There's a guy named Tony Harrison. On Instagram, he's called Flossie the Boss. On Facebook, I think it's Tony Harrison. Or it's Flossie the Boss, but it's Tony Harrison on Facebook. Because, like on Facebook, they use your real name, like my real name, Dwayne Williams. But in parentheses, it's got Dead Man Rashawn. But so you go to Tony Harrison on Facebook, or if you're on Instagram or something like that, just type in Flossie the Boss. And he's a white dude, got a little square head. Most time you wear shades, little big ears. You be like, this dude? Yeah, that dude. That dude is responsible for Ice Cube making $100,000 a show. That dude is responsible for Snoop Dogg getting $1 million deal in Dubai. That dude is the reason that West Side Connection came out. That dude is the reason that Mac 10 created Who Bangin' Records. You understand what I'm saying? So people need to understand that. I'm giving you free game. Don't waste it. Okay? The industry don't give a damn about you. And let me tell you something that Clive Davis told me one time years ago. Don't nobody give a fuck about you until somebody gives a fuck about you. Then everyone gives a fuck about you. You got to make people give a fuck about you in order for them to give a fuck about you. Because if you don't, who cares about you? Don't think just because somebody come out with a song and it goes viral that, oh man, they done made it. No, because now they got to recreate that magic. You got one song. All right, cool. That's what's up. It caught fire. Lightning in a bottle. Now you got to catch that again. A lot of y'all may not remember Sir Mix-a-Lot. You may know a song, Baby Got Back. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Baby Got Back. I remember when he first came out with Posse on Broadway. And Sir Mix-a-Lot is from Seattle. And he had a nice style. He had that rolling with my posse, the only way to go, the mic sing down in a black 6-4. I mean, and back in the 90s, you had to have a style. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a style to stick out. You had to have something about you. But you had to be nice though. And Sir Mix-a-Lot was nice with the pen. You did what I'm saying? But he had like Akinelli had that little thing where he be rapping, we want to about this daughter. You want to about this daughter. He had that to where, you know what I'm saying? He had something about him. Rakim had that voice. You know what I'm saying? My name is Rakim Allah. Turn it around. It still come back. He still had that monotone, that style, Karis one. Everybody had something. Now, these days, everybody sound the same. I mean, you literally can't tell when one song ends and the other song begin. And don't even trip, don't even front, because you can't. I mean, I'm in music every day, and I was at one of my homegirl houses and still chilling, helping her move some furniture around. And there was a female rapper on that was rapping. I was like, damn, Glorilla spitting. She was like, dang, Glorilla. And I was like, you a damn lie. Sound exact. I mean, everything, the cadence and everything. I look back and I'm like, no, that ain't Glorilla. I'm like, who the hell is that? She said a girl name, but I forgot who the hell she was. But I was like, damn. I'm for real. Like, it's like everybody sounds the same now. They're just regurgitating because they see they see what the labels is pushing, and they go, "Ooh, I gotta do that. I gotta sound like that," instead of being you. No, you need to be able to stick out like a sore thumb, because the labels already done used up what they're gonna use with the Glorillas and the Lottos and the Nickies and stuff like. They done use that up. They looking for the next something else. That's how labels work. Okay, that's how they work. If you don't have something to bring to the table that's worth their time, they give a rat's ass about you. And don't think just because you go and buy 50,000 Instagram followers or something like that, they're gonna take note of you. You know, we can see that. They have the technology where they can go in and see who's real and who's fake. That's why the bot thing came up with Spotify. Because you got people out here that no one's ever heard of in their life, sitting on 200,000 listeners, 100,000 followers, and 5 million streams. Like, who the hell is this person? If the label's never heard of you, no one's ever heard of you. Because they have people that they've hired to sit there and just scour the internet. That's their job. They just come into work, sit down just like I'm doing now, grab their coffee, and they just go to Spotify and they hit sounds like this person. And if your name pop up, they'll skim through your stuff. That's how they do it. And if they like what they hear, then they'll go to your social media page. Because it's right there on your Spotify page. They go right there to your social media page, and then they'll see how many followers you have. I had years ago, this was you see, I'm in Kentucky, it's 2025. This was right before COVID, 2019, 2018. I was doing some work with my man DJ Freddie B out of Chicago. And I was like, damn. And it's not what's your boy name? Who came out with that song, Something That I Don't Like? That's his nephew. That's his nephew. And we was chopping it up. Let me look that up real quick. I forgot his name, man. Let me look that up. I apologize, guys. Because I want y'all to know that I'm coming with receipts now. You know, a lot of y'all may already know. Something that I don't like. I forgot the name of that boy. Chief Keef. DJ Freddie B is Chief Keef's uncle. And if I know y'all probably seen the video of my song, Shorty Bad Than a Mug, that came out a few years back. And we shot that video in Chicago. I mean, you see all the Chicago stuff in there. And I went up there, flew up there to do a photo shoot and everything. And he was like, yo, man, you want to put down some work? And I came across my man, Passport Trace. And Passport Trace has shot stuff for everybody under the sun, from the Locks to Roy Jones, you know. And that's who shot that video, in Chicago. But yeah, man, it was wild. And if y'all guys know DJ Freddie B, he's on LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that. You know what I mean? Get at him. He's the executive director of the Midwest division of Vertico. Vertico, not Vertigo, Vertico with a K, K-O, Vertico. Vertico is the largest DJ distribution company in America. Which means if DJ Freddie B gets your music, every DJ in America will get your music. DJ Freddie B don't have 10 million followers, stuff like that. His stuff don't go viral. But DJ Freddie B ain't want for nothing. DJ Freddie B can leave here and go to Dubai just because he just said, screw it, I'm going to go to Dubai. You can't do that. He can. And that's the next part of what I'm trying to get at you guys about. The industry has polarized. Having a gazillion followers makes you hot. It doesn't. Doesn't at all. I keep telling y'all, if the industry needs to know you, they'll know you. You need to find the right people to know you. And that's why I told you about Flossie the Boss. That's why I told you about DJ Freddie B. You need to know who these people are, because the industry ain't signing you. You signing you. So whenever you get your stuff out here, you better be cocked, locked, and ready to rock. You understand what I'm saying? Don't take this stuff for granted, man. You need to know everything you need to know before you step up there at Atlantic Records, at Interscope Records, at Capitol Records. I've told y'all multiple times across my platforms of the different times I done been in these war rooms with these people. I've turned down more record deals than you guys will ever even have the opportunity to even look at in your life. So please don't get it twisted with me. I may not know everything, but I know more than enough that they can't pull the wool over my eyes. Gary's up there talking about, yo, man, you have to hold on. I'm live right now. It's another guy, Darius. Shouts out to my man Darius Henry, by the way. He helped me get a sync placement in the Netflix movie Pain Hustlers. He has a label called Third Eye Tribe Entertainment down there in Florida, just south of Tampa. It's an independent label. And some of his artists, David Yates, who did all the Harry Potter movies, directed all the Harry Potter movies, he was doing that movie Pain Hustlers. That's that plaque that you see up there. The other one. Yeah, that one right there. Let me move my head. Yeah, that one up there. Right above the iTunes plaque. That's that one. Well, it's the other one. But anyway, whatever. But he had sent 3 of his artists music in them. They shot them all down. They were like, that ain't what we looking for. We was cool, so he had my music, and he was like, I gotta get my name on these credits because I can't not let this pass by. So because we cool, he sent some of my music in, 3 songs. He sent my song Get With You that I got with Rex that's coming out on my next album, coming out this summer, called Nightlife. I think Get With You is actually track 3. And he sent my song Motive that I did with Dream Life and Dr. Dre on there. And he sent another song of mine. I forgot which other one, but I know he sent Motive with Dr. Dre and Dream Life, and he sent Get With You with Rex. And they was like, yo, whoever this dude is, I want him on the soundtrack. And that's how I got into that movie. And they gave me a lot of people don't know this, but if you watch the Netflix movie, Pain Hustlers, go watch that movie. When Chris Evans sniffs the line of coke, which was actually Goody Powder, and he tells Emily Blunt, because she said, what do you want me to do? And he sniffed the line of coke, he said, go out there and fucking support me. And he walks out, and then the song starts to play. That's my song. That's out now. That's my song that's out now, and he redid it in there. It's called Titration. And it went #1 in 88 countries after that movie came out. So, yeah. But that whole scene right there wasn't even supposed to even be in the movie. Because I did another song actually did the theme song title track, Pain Hustlers, to that. But when they heard Titration, they actually added that song and put that in the movie, and they gave me a role. I'm actually the DJ back there spinning behind them. I actually had some parts in there, some speaking lines, but when Chris sniffed that Goody Powder, you know you ain't supposed to sniff Goody Powder. As a white dude, his whole face just turned beet red. He was crying, and he couldn't finish the scene. And I had to catch a flight to head out that afternoon, like 4:30. I had to leave and go to Atlanta Airport. And everybody know if you're in Atlanta Airport, you have to be there for TSA an hour and a half to 2 hours ahead of time. My flight was at 7. I had to leave the shoot at 4:30 just to be there in time enough to make the flight to get out of there. So when he passes by her after he sniffed the coke, I'm actually walking down the hallway to get him because the crowd is getting irate. And I'm like, yo, dude. And he goes by me and he punches me. I said, dude, what the like that. And he said, I'm totally gonna fucking bomb, man. And Chris Evans, he's British, so, but in the movie, he's talking English. And he was like, I'm totally gonna fucking bomb, man. I was like, dude, you got this. You got this. You dig? He was like, I'm gonna bomb. I'm like, dude, you got this. And then it's supposed to cut where we're walking. And then it comes back where I'm on stage and I'm looking at him. And he's looking back at me. You dig what I'm saying? And he was like, and if you look closely, there's a camera just slightly off my shoulder where it's got us in the screen where it looks at him when he says his line, dude, I'm totally gonna fucking bomb. And then my part is, I go, you're gonna do fine. And I hit the play button, and then the song comes on, and then he turns around and goes out and starts rapping. But a lot of that was cut because his face was still beat red, and David did not want that shot in there. He was like, so they had to scrap for the day, do other scenes from other actors and stuff. And then the next day they ended up finishing the shot. That's why you see it. It's a real quick cut and then come back. That's why, because they had to cut that part and get to where he just goes right into the rapping part. But yeah, that whole scene was not even supposed to be in the movie until after they heard my song Titration, and they went back in the budget, and all those people that you see hired, that you see out there dancing and stuff, those was hired because of that song, because of my song Titration. None of those people would have been in that movie if I wouldn't have wrote that song. That's crazy. So shouts out to David Yates, shouts out to Netflix, shouts out to my man Darius Henry, you know what I mean, for all of that. But anyway, guys, man, listen, bro. Like I said, man, I want you guys to make it out here. It's enough music and money for all of us to be getting out here. Okay? There's no need for none of us to be hating. And I know you think just because you show somebody else love on your Instagram or your Facebook page or something like that, you taking the shine away from you. No, you're not. You're not taking out a bit of shine away. What you're doing is you're adding more followers to you. You're adding more friends to you. I do it all the damn time. Y'all see my pages, especially on Instagram. I share everybody that's an independent artist. I don't care if you're white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese. I don't care if you do bluegrass. I share blues music, spoken word, comedy. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, your friends are about to be my friends. My friends are about to be your friends. And people that was rocking with you probably didn't even know who I was until now. They're like, oh, damn, Dad, man, nice. Let me hit that follow button. And the same thing with my people that follow you. There's enough money out here for all of us, I promise you. Think about this. All the money these people is already getting, and they trying to get more. If it wasn't enough money out here, why would they be rocking with you? The math ain't math. So just understand that, man. You show love, you get love. You do dirt, you get dirt. Man, it's just that simple. What's going on, Josh? I see you down there. Y'all want some cupcakes, man? You know what I mean? Some of the best cupcakes your taste buds gonna never get a hold of. Hit my man Josh Serial up, man. Real talk. Hit my man up. You know what I mean? He everywhere. He everywhere. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Texas. Houston, that is. That's where he from. Tell wifey what's good, Josh. But anyway, guys, you know what I mean? We'll probably do a second part of this, but I want to get at you, man, real quick about don't let social media cloud your judgment on music. And because at the end of the day, if you're trying to be famous, you're not famous. I know that sounds dumb, but at the end of the day, if you sit back and go, I'm not famous. No, you're not. So you don't have to act like it. What you need to be doing is pushing your rhetoric forward. You see how Trump was doing? You see how they pushed this rhetoric that, and I'm not trying to get all political on you, but I'm just going to give you a metaphorical example. Now, everybody on the planet know immigrants wasn't taking nobody's jobs. You're an immigrant. You can hardly speak English. So how are these people coming to your city, applying for an application that they can hardly even read, and taking your job? And now let's take this 1.5 steps further. If an immigrant that can hardly speak English, that don't have the qualifications to take your job, end up taking your job, what the hell that say about you? So, come on now. Y'all know these damn people wasn't taking no job, but it's the rhetoric that they was pushing. It just sounded cool for y'all. It's the same thing about music. If these people are so in love with you, then why aren't your stadiums packed? Why aren't your records selling off the charts? Think about it. If so many people are in love with you, why is it your favorite rapper, male or female? And let me put it to your proper perspective. When Michael Jackson dropped an album, Michael Jackson sold 1 million albums a month. Kendrick Lamar last album was 1.5, 2 million in America. With all that hype, Super Bowl and everything. There's 367 million people in America alone. You sold 2 million. So how hot are you really? Now, I'm not beefing, but I need for you guys to understand numbers and this popularity thing. They have made this digital world convenient for everybody to think that you hot. Because they go to Spotify and you got 100 million streams. But they ain't paying you jack crap. You get a half a penny a stream. Think about that. There ain't no money. There ain't no damn money. And they knew this. The labels knew this. That's why they didn't have a problem buying up Spotify. Because they know people are attracted to convenience. We don't want to roll up our sleeves and get our nails dirty. We too pretty for that now. So let's make it convenient for people to get this music. Okay? They said, oh, we're getting rid of the bootleggers. The record labels was already bootlegging the music, people. How was you getting Jeezy's album 2 months before it dropped? How was you getting Usher's album 2 months before it dropped? How was you getting Chris Brown's album 3 months before it dropped? Where that man had to go back and redo new songs just so you could go buy the album. The labels was bootlegging their own artists. Because even when you selling CDs at $6, $7, $8, $9, $13, $15 a pop, if you move 100,000 units, you done made $1 million. I keep telling people, man, like, bro, think about this. If you do 100,000 copies, CDs, 100,000 CDs at $6 a pop, That's 600 grand. At $10 a pop, that's $1 million. You can do that as an independent right now. But you have to start to condition people to go into your site, not Spotify. Go to Bandcamp, not Spotify. Go to my website, not Spotify. You got to condition people. And that's why I go back to the you're not famous part. So even if you go to Spotify, you put your album out, who's really copping it if you don't have a following? Because you got to remember, I could pay $10, $14 for the premium, and I can listen to your music and 1 million other people for as long as my ears can stand. But back in the 90s and 80s, you had to drive to the record store to buy a CD or a few CDs. It meant something. It meant more. And that's why these artists is doing what they're doing now. They just putting out anything because, hey, why am I going to sit here and give you my heart, mind, and soul and pour it out on every damn song when I already know that all your ass going to do is just go to Spotify and just press play and half-heartedly listen to it anyway because it's so convenient for you. You don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. It's convenient. I can go to Spotify right now and pump up and one of y'all music. So why am I somehow conditioning you to go to my website and download my album? Go to Bandcamp and download my album. Because the same way how the labels condition us to go to Spotify and give them all the money and you get peanuts, people, we need to start supporting ourselves. Go download the album. Because it'll be on Spotify anyway. So and when you download albums, it's digital, just like on Spotify. So you can upload the songs to your own playlist. But the artist is going to make more money than the label now. A lot of y'all out here, okay, we 37 minutes in. A lot of y'all don't want to listen. But everything that I've been talking about for these past 37 minutes have been gems on why I got them back there and you don't. And there's more downstairs and there's more at my mama's house. Those. So don't act like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't play with me. And I see all the time people be on here talking about, oh, they buying plaques. The people bought them. Because you can go check iTunes and Google and Billboard. And you can see numbers on anybody. That's why I did that post that last time where I was posting Salt and Pepper with their plaques, Babyface with his plaques, Alicia Keys, Sugar Free, EA Ski, different producers, No ID, just all everybody else with their plaques. So everybody bought theirs too. Why it's got to be you that bought yours? But because you don't think that somebody that actually follows you on Facebook and Instagram is actually that high where they can chart? No, you just ain't doing what you supposed to do to chart. Your music is probably hotter than most of these people that's out here with plaques, but you're not putting in the work. You're not putting in no damn work. You just dropping music and then getting mad when you only get 400 streams on Spotify. You ain't put in no damn work. Did you do an EPK, electronic press kit? Did you send that out to different radio stations? Did you? Okay, let's go this. How about this? Did you go to Illuminate and pay your fees to actually get your music to Billboard iTunes where it can actually be charting? Did you pay the fees? Bet you didn't know you got to pay fees for that. Monthly subscriptions for that. Oh no, I just went to a Ditto and just uploaded it and did this. They did it for you. They make the money from you. Because all that costs money. You think just because you go to Ditto or Tidal or somewhere that's it? Why do you think they have these subscriptions that go on? Because all that you got to pay for. All that. ISRC forms, the codes, IRC codes, so it can be digitally tracked. Those codes, those are like barcodes on the back of, like when you go to the grocery store, like this. See that barcode? That's what's in your music. It's just digital. That's IRC code. That's a code. That's what's in your music. It's digitally implanted in your music. That's what you're paying for when you do these monthly subscriptions and stuff. So a lot of these people don't understand that. Build a strong digital presence. Then you start targeting the right radio stations. Then you create the content to promote your music. Then you get your promoting strategy, pre-save. Yo, this Dead Man Rashawn checking in. You already know who it is, but that's what's up. Get ready for my new album, Nightlife, dropping this summer. Pre-save is going to be available soon. So holler at your man, like, share, subscribe. You already know what to do. That's what you're doing. You're getting a promotional strategy set up. People see it every day, so subconsciously they remember that. And then you go out here and you do collaborations. Yo, if you listen to the pre-save, if you got the pre-save and you heard some of the snippets of the songs, what do you think should be the first single? Go ahead on and hit the vote right now. You see what I'm saying? Based off of the little snippets that you heard, you can do things like that and build connections with people. So when people comment on your stuff, hit the like button, whether it's good or bad. Hit the like button. When people try to talk out the side of their neck to me, I appreciate your comment. Hit the like button. I don't go in on nobody. I hit the like button. And then a lot of them, they follow me back. Because they be looking for clickbait, but then I show love. They be like, well, damn. And then they hit the follow button. But you got to do it like that, man. You got to focus. You got to get right. And like I said, this is what we do at seminars. These music seminars that we go to, you think 43 minutes is long. Dude, we be there all day. All day. I was in seminars with Russell Simmons, Chuck D, 50 Cent's manager. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm talking about seminars where you sitting up there and you have 7, 8, 9, 10 people and everybody's talking one at a time, 30, 40, 50 minutes, because there is the information you can get from people are endless. But the difference with that is, when I was going to seminars, I had to pay. I'm giving you free game on what I've paid thousands of dollars for. Because people in the industry don't want you to know. They want you to be as illiterate and as ignorant to the game as they possibly can have you, because that way, the more ignorant you are to this music industry, the more money they can make off of you. And by the time you start realizing that, hey, that's supposed to be my money. You 2 albums in. And they $1 million richer. And the first thing they're going to say is, hey, man, you should have known. Hey, man, I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to make money from you. And that's the industry. The industry is not here to take care of you, bro. The industry is here to make money off of you. You are officially the new cash cow. Period. Don't go in there thinking that this is a relationship like you married and, oh, you supposed to love me and take care of me through sickness and through health. Man, hell no. Hell no. Quite the opposite, my friend. I'm signing you because I think you hot and I think I can get rich off of you. That's it. I don't give a damn about you, what you talking about. I just think you cute. You got a nice little ass back there, and you finna go make me some money. Y'all can play with it all you want. We'll talk about this at another time, man. We'll get in on the royalties and all this and that, but I done gave y'all enough for today, man. We 45 in, and I know a lot of y'all got the attention span of a gnat, and that's why they keep getting over on y'all. That's why y'all keep falling for the same old when y'all know it's a damn lie and you know it's a scam, but you're still falling for the banana in the damn tailpipe, like on Beverly Hills Cop. Because they know you're not going to listen. All you want to know is you finna get a deal. You don't give a damn in that deal until you done got screwed over so many damn times. You can't hold your crap in without putting your hands back there because they done made your hole like this. Because they done bent you over so many damn times, you can't even hold your stuff in no more. But anyway, Deadman Rashawn, you already know what to do. Go to jetlandrecords.com. You like the shirt, get that merch. You did what I'm saying. A lot of more stuff coming. I mean, Nightlife album dropping this summer. You did what I'm saying. Got all kind of hot cats on there. You did from Mark Payne, who produced for Bell Bill DeVoe, to EA Ski, who done produced stuff with. He did Ice Cube last album, things of that nature. Cabo Beats, who do stuff with Pitbull. Trey Quick and Pharrell on there. Faded Beats, who done did stuff with Tech Nine and all these cats. So, man, I got all kind of heat on there. My cousin Lil Prey down there. You know what I mean? So, Country Starlet Madeline Miller's on the album from Lexington, Kentucky. You know what I mean? So, man, I got all kind of heat coming. So, anyway, like, subscribe, share. Finna go make it do what it do. I gotta go finish up on some more work to get more of them back there on the wall. So, check back in tomorrow, man. Let's get it popping. We'll get on the music royalties and rights, and then come Thursday and Friday, we'll get back on everyday life stuff. So, hope y'all have fun. Hope y'all stayed around and listened to it. If not, take it in spurts. Because like I said, a lot of y'all going to be close to getting these deals out here. And you better start understanding how to make this money, man. You better start understanding how to make this damn money. Because I'm telling you, the more you don't know, the more they're going to make off of you. And the more hurt you going to be in the long run. Nothing says screwed like an artist that don't know. Deadman Rashawn, holla at your man. You be good. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.